first day of 2v2s went really fine, I think, because we were able to execute one of our secret strategies.
Dive into tonight. He's gonna find one. They can get a both. Zeros goes down. They got it.
I think we're going to play double it. I really want to kick some NAS, yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen in tandem mode, but I'm excited for it because everyone's on the same boat.
I think Uzi is pretty strong, and I am not under that much pressure, and I believe in him. So I think today we'll perform pretty good.
我觉得如果 UDI 是控滑鼠的话，那我觉得可能问题就蛮大的。
Of course, I see the trophy of the 1v1 tournament. It's the Draven X. So I'm kind of excited to try to bring home this X, dude.
Season 5 Worlds, all of BRTT's fans would message me and say BRTT greater than Doublelift. It was just solidified forever. Every Brazilian fan is gonna message this to me every day of my life. And I guess we're finally gonna settle it, dude. I better not lose, like I have to win this. It's for my pride.
Welcome back to the 2018 All-Star event here at the HyperX Esports Arena Las Vegas, where day one had Nexus Blitz, 1v1 outplays, massages, Uzi, tandem mode, more massages, more massages. This is the awesome hallway that we get to walk through every day before we get to sit down here and open the show. The pro players are down there already, and that's you guys!
Hey,
and that's us!
who are those beautiful-looking people?
Absolutely fantastic. So much action coming up today. Of course, people are setting up for the 2v2 already. That will be the first mode, and everyone's making signs.
More signs.
Yes, you can make your own signs here at the State Farm stand, so that's awesome. Fabulous Las Vegas. I checked, it's still fabulous, as well is everything that's around the city.
How can you see the screen?
Go LPL. LPL fans always everywhere cheering on their favorite players.
Support for every region here. It's
Exactly,
phenomenal.
it has been. Hello everyone, I'm Eva Shok Supporter, joined by Barento Raz Mohammed and Joshua Jat Leesman.
And this last one's really difficult, gives a lot of people trouble, so I'll help you out with this one. It's James Patterson.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I
just don't think he likes
All right,
other people
sometimes
saying his
that
name.
one trips people up.
You know what?
That's the whole reason he wanted to be a host, is so no one would ever say James Patterson.
What?
Oh!
Hey!
Oh!
More signs.
Do you
More
see
signs.
this?
Oh,
Do you see?
Can you see
What
what's
is
at the
this?
bottom?
I'm so unprepared for this.
You know what's at the bottom?
What's the sign? It's amazing. Dash, take a look at the sign.
Yeah, oh my
at the
God,
bottom.
look at this sign. No, what does it say at the
Come
bottom?
on. It says Fnatic greater than C9 Worlds 2013 through 2008.
Oh! Woo!
I didn't make this. Someone made this for me.
Okay.
I don't believe that for a second.
It's not true. I made
All right,
it.
I got a break coming up here soon. I'm gonna head out to the sign making station.
No, just kidding. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, you are? Okay, okay.
It's all good because NA beat EU yesterday, ending the 5-year reign of Europe.
Well, I was just going to bring it up, and we won't be able to talk about everything that happened yesterday, but we'll do our best. And one of the things that did happen, even though I reluctantly admit it, is that NA was greater than EU.
Woo!
First,
Style,
Licorice
too.
taunted Wicked. I will say this did end up being an extremely entertaining game with a lot of back and forth. Jizuke's Cassiopeia was super strong. Nightblue actually had some really nice engages on what ended up being like a 2-7 Nico. Gets the smite over Brox at the very end, and that closed it.
Awesome stuff. Well, it set us up to like a great atmosphere. NA fans were happy all day, and then we had a lot more action. EU was really unprepared. They said their only strat was to first pick Nico, but they were on red side and they didn't ban it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, the moment they went towards the Jax, you're like, wait a second. A lot of people had EU coming out of that one, but already set the tone for the event, NA coming out ahead.
It also it solidifies for me the importance of coaches on professional stages, because if 5 players can't understand or figure out within Champ Select that they're not first pick, we definitely need coaches.
Yeah,
on stage.
they need help. Other cool modes, of course, tandem mode, always something to look out for, but it seemed a very high quality of gameplay, even though someone was on the mouse and someone was on the keyboard. I was very surprised at how good. People were landing skill shots.
Yeah, I thought 2 teams for me, MLX Diamond and Ping. Just the jungle matchup, because specifically MLX Diamond had it from the early portions of it, just bullying the lanes. And we got to see the slow progression of Ping being able to make...
Best name, Ping.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's Peanut and Ning being able to make the Lee Sin work. Ward hop kick at the very end made it work for me.
That was insane. Also, I got a chance to run into Jizuke, who was just laughing the entire time. He realized when he got on stage, they didn't speak the same language. So they communicated through like mouse signals. So Jizuke was on the keyboard. And basically, if they wanted the wall, just move the mouse back and forth like a wall. And he's like, all right, you got the W. And then eventually,
Next level.
they started just mastering the Q game and knowing, kind of getting in each other's heads. And the only misstep was when he pressed R while he was still alive.
Yes.
Other than that, it was flawless.
Other than that was flawless. Maybe also, didn't really help them there. But something we have to talk about, the cosplays. Beaky, Bang, and Sneaky, they, made right on their promise, and they both dressed up as Zaya. Man, they look better than we ever could. They pose better than we ever could. This is so impressive.
And take a look at the eyes. Bang went all out, put in the context as well. Oh my God. What the hell?
Fantastic. It must have not been easy also to play in that gear, you know. It's very constricted.
You could tell a few Zaya ultimates going in the opposite directions, but
they still ended up having, I think, the most kills in the game. They had 17 or 18 by the end of it. Then, end of the day, playing each other in the 1v1.
Exactly.
Bang destroyed it.
That one didn't go so well for Sneaky. Yeah, he got hit by feathers twice in a row on the...
World
and it
flashback.
Spelled disaster by level 3, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, a lot of action yesterday and a lot more action today as well. We're going to start off with the 2v2 tournament, and then we are treated to another 20-player tandem mode show match, one of my favorites of the entirety of All-Star. Then we're going to continue with the 1v1 tournament. After that, Nexus Blitz, and then some more of the 1v1 tournament. We have the first round, the round of 16, setting us up for tomorrow on Howling Abyss. What matches are we looking forward to?
Ooh, I mean, if we're immediately going into the 1v1 tournament, Uzi is an easy hit just because he had faced a few losses at the beginning of the day, immediately focusing on the 1v1 event and took down G4.
I'm personally excited to see Peanut play. I've been a long-time fan of Peanut just as a player, and so curious to see what he can pull out this time around and if he'll make his way through brackets.
Yeah, BRTT versus Double Lift is
Oh,
come
yeah.
up
that's
as
good.
well.
I mean,
That's the hype one.
I want to know how much Doublelift does want to combat the BRTT greater than Doublelift. Because if you really wanted to go for it, you do a Draven 1v1.
Yes.
You say that is your iconic champion, I will beat you on that champion. That would be how you would do it.
Yeah.
But the risk is if you lose, it just keeps coming for the
So
rest of your life.
who's your money on? Who's going to take it?
I think my heart says BRTT, but I know that Doublelift knows deep down that people are going to spam his notifications, that it's just going to keep going. So I'm going to say BRTT just based off the...
Wait, you're going,
I'm
wait,
swapping.
after all that,
I'm
you're going over to
I'm swapping.
BRTT? You just baited me. I thought you were going to say
He's a
Doublelift.
flip-flopper. He's
I
crazy.
saw your head nodding. I
Yeah.
saw your head nodding. I still think BRTT is
Okay, what would create the biggest amount of memes? It's BRTT winning, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So,
that is a fact. I got to go with Doublelift though because I think that Doublelift is the ultimate tryhard, right? Like if there is a win or a loss on the line, Doublelift is always going to.
Is he
going to
flash?
I think that BRTT a little bit more of a showman within the game, and so you run the risk. Yes, of a highlight play and getting the win, but also doing what we saw happen to Maple yesterday.
yeah,
you flash forward, you take 2 hurt shots, and that spells the end of your 1v1 tournament.
So you're the tiebreaker because that's a Doublelift vote. That's a BRTT.
I mean, Doublelift's been in the finals with 1v1 tournament before.
Yes.
It depends on how big his head gets, though. Like, I do think if he goes to the Draven 1v1, it's going to be close, but I think if he bans Draven and plays the game, he's got a better chance. I want to see the 2v2 as well, though. I think there's 2 NA duos that got a really good chance of making the finals. They are on the same side of the bracket, and I love the Annie Brand out of Diamond Prox yesterday.
And he said one of our secret strategies. So we're going to see more today. Very excited for that. So let's get straight into it. I want nothing more than to see those 2v2s. So let's send it over to Super Saiyan, Quickshot, and Azael for some 2v2s.
Thank you very much, Sharks, and welcome back to the All-Stars casting desk. I'm Trevor Quickshot Henry, alongside Isaac Azael Cummings Bentley, ready to bring you 2v2 action. You can't go Super Saiyan, I'm afraid.
I know, that's the concerning thing. I'm thinking, if you're the Super Saiyan, like, am I Krillin here? Because that's just sad. I think we need to find, like, a different show here or something.
This was awesome. Did Tien have hair? I don't think he did either, right? So at least
I don't know.
we can
Find me
upgrade from
someone
Krillin
cool.
to Tien. I think Tien.
How about Piccolo?
Semi-decent.
Piccolo's a little bit better.
There's enough makeup. We can try that. But listen, let's give a quick refresher on what the duos are competing for. It's $100,000 to the charity of your choice. If you take the 2v2 bracket, we're already to pick some bans for the first duo of the day. It's Alexa Capo and Caps taking on Captain Jack and Faker. There'll be 6 more matches to follow this, and we will crown our champion, Azael.
Yeah, but since we're in Vegas, we'll give them that 100K, see if they can go for a quick double up.
Oh, double or nothing on a charity? On a charity donation?
Maybe not.
But maybe not, maybe not. Quick refresher, of course, the ways that you win this game is you either get 2 kills, you get the tower, or you get 100 CS. And yesterday we had 5 kills that led to victories. We led 2 of them with CS and 1 of them was a tower victory. So a lot of kill-focused gameplay yesterday.
Yeah, definitely the case. And I mean, even the tower kill that did come from Licorice and Shifter, that was much more about the fact that they were so close to getting kills time and time again that their opponents just had to base and kind of lost their turret right there. This should be an interesting one. Nico is taken away. Zyra is actually what Alex El Capo played yesterday. Yep. So that is still available if he wants to go back to it.
All right, so let's take a look at what the 2v2s were. Alexa Capo was Zyra Nico yesterday. They got the double kill with a very nice duo. And Captain Faker, Captain Jack and Faker, they ran that Lucian Alistair. Will Faker do it again against Caps and Alexa Capo? That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get it or not. I mean, right now he's hovering the Xerath. Xerath, Varus, double Comet seems like it would be really, really good. We've seen it kind of develop out that most people are just going for the flat 80 AP.
Yep.
As far as the stat runes, they are going Comet. Biscuit seems to be extremely strong. This would be interesting. I mean, if you go Lissandra, you're looking for the all-in at 6, really.
Yep.
And that's going to be the option. I'm surprised that they don't just go double snowball then at that point. You could just look to snowball in.
Well, you got single snowball from Caps. Is this the 3000 IQ snowball duo?
I'm not sure. I mean, so you can do some cool stuff with Snowball and Lissandra, a lot of the kind of movement style champions. So you can actually shoot out your snowball, hit someone, start a claw backwards, make the snowball, hit them with a spell, and then take your claw back.
Oh, I hear an ARAM aficionado there, Azael. You've done this before.
I have. So you can definitely do some cool stuff with that. I think at level 6, the all-in's pretty nasty here from Caps and Alex El Capo.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hit a Lissandra ultimate and a root on someone, you have the Morgana binding, you have the Morgana root from the ultimate coming out of that afterwards. Like, that's so much. But at the same time, can they even close the gap on a Varus and a Xerath?
That's my concern. You know, that long-range poke, the wave pressure that's going to be applied early, going to be very, very difficult. Now, yesterday, of course, when we were casting the game, Azael, you were talking about how Caps was dishing out the orders, and he was very clearly in command. And we watched that mic check where Caps calls it, predicts it. Like, I'm going to land my E on Nico. You go for your E on Zyra. He was in the minds of his opponents and his own duo. But can he do it against Captain Jack and Faker?
I don't know. I mean, it's a tall order there. Definitely some high-level competition here. Captain Jack and Faker. They're going double cleanse as well, so they're definitely anticipating the level 6 all-in. It is going to be Aftershock Lissandra, Comet on the Morgana, but likely just going to see, you know, maybe even a W start from Faker, E start from the Varus, and you can kind of just try to get those guaranteed Comet points.
Oh, good shot by Alexa. Manages to get the Dark Binding, but look, the instant reply. It's like, nope, they have an 80 carry, we don't. Do not want to continue that fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard for Lissandra to even get in range to hit a Q, right? Like, the Q from Lissandra is going to be a lot shorter range than pretty much everything that these guys can do as far as the spells go. So it's one of those games that I think becomes pretty clear what they're going to try, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of similar to what we saw out of the CIS team yesterday with Diamond Frogs and Flash in the Night, where they were playing anti-Rand. Yep, they're waiting for 6. They're going to try an all-in. It's going to work or it's not. That's kind of what you're looking at here.
All right, Alexa, another good Dark Binding. Decent trade, actually, onto Captain Jack. Morg, decent enough to try to regen some of that HP back. And there's the comment that we saw a lot of popularity yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, as well as Time Warp Tonic, Biscuits. You know, they're going to be going for the poke, the regen. Credit to Alex El Capo, who has been on point with his bindings.
Yeah, very nicely done. And also, I just saw that shard from Caps, managing to tag Captain Jack just on the back end, getting the, you know, additional range after hitting the minions. One benefit, of course, is that's really going to help with some of the tower pushing. If you can time it well, I think he actually missed 2 of those minions, though. Ooh. Just as I start to touch on that. Tormented Soil comes down, and it's a little bit of damage. Azel, if you were going to put a timing window on this comp, we assume that Captain Jack and Faker should be able to win on the farm game. I think that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, I think they can win on the farm game. Honestly, you could also just win off kills. Like, you could definitely still have enough poke to burst someone down, to get them really low and maybe get a finish. Their level 6 all-in is also decent, like if you can actually hit the ult. Here's the play that I was talking about. I don't know if he quick out the timing. I didn't see W actually hit.
No, I didn't think so either.
Yeah.
W's not skilled yet.
Nice
It's a level
find.
2, so that's why it didn't hit. Cap's just practicing the mechanic. He's trying to get up to level 3 so he can get that Ring of Frost.
Yep.
We were both waiting for it, and then I looked down, I'm like, oh, he hasn't got it yet. There we go.
This is actually crazy. He's hitting so many skill shots on Faker.
Yeah, nicely done.
I feel like Morgana Binding is one of the harder ones to hit, too, on a player of this level, because it's fairly slow, and Faker is pretty legendary for just dodging all the skill shots, so definitely has to feel pretty good here for Alex El Capo, being able to hit binding after binding off Faker.
Well, give the guy a little bit of credit as well. 1.5 million YouTube subscribers, Spanish content creator coming from Europe. And despite the guy only being plat 4, he's aiming as if he would challenge all.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. I'll give you a 2 out of 10 on the rhyme, but I like the attempt.
All right, 2 out of 10. I'll take it.
Yeah.
At least I'm on the scoreboard. I'm looking at the snowball. Every time that snowball gets close to hitting, I'm just waiting to see if Caps follows it up. But it is a pretty lengthy cooldown. You can see on the summoner spell. Do you like snowball in this kind of matchup?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the only way you're really going to win as Lissandra is closing the gap, and you know, having the flash plus snowball allows you to pretty much get wherever you want to go for that all in. Yeah. So I definitely think it is a pretty smart choice. I'm also looking, I mean, Captain Jack, he's famous for his cleanse, right? The Captain Jack cleanse, where there's almost no frame of CC, and he's playing cleanse against it. So we got to see if he's going to be able to pull it off.
He was a much younger man when he was pulling off those moves.
Is he going to pull off the quick shot cleanse, which is too early, and then you're full CC'd?
I had a different color hair. You probably had more hair. So I think it's a different era.
Okay.
But I mean, look, let's talk. 37 CS to 31. I think Alex El Capo and Caps, they're doing pretty well at the farming game. They're just pushing away for them for the time being. But look at that poke damage. I mean, it's just so difficult to play into that.
Yeah, it really is. But again, one mistake, and you could be knocking them down, especially if they can actually chain some of the CC. If you can get a Morgana Binding that has to be cleansed.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. I mean, speak of the devil, I mean, if you get that cleanse, now you can look for perhaps the level 6 all-in immediately with Lissandra ult.
All right, on a scale of Captain Jack cleanse to quick shot cleanse, where did the Faker cleanse just land?
Oh, that was looking a lot more quick shot than Captain Jack.
I'll accept it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the all-in was really going to come off of that. I didn't think it was, but Faker maybe a little bit nervous that Caps would follow up on it.
Wow, look at the consumables down at the bottom of your screen. Potions of biscuits sitting on the side of
another one.
EU, they get themselves engaged. That's a flash into the root. First blood is available. One more auto. Does pick it up. Captain Jack's running for his life. Got a flash. Got a cleanse available. It's a 1-for-1. Alex El Capo for Europe needs to get 100 HP down. Will not be able to kill Captain Jack. It's a 1-for-1 trade and the game resets.
So well done there. The Morgana is carrying Caps. I mean, this has got to feel amazing for him.
Very nice.
Just beasting on Faker. He's hit like 10 bindings.
Absolutely everything. And of course, just reminder, this is the Pro-Am 2v2 for charity. These teams have elected their respective charities, and the further you go in the bracket, the larger the donation to the charity of your choice.
And they're getting so close to this level 6, and that's going to be a no cleanse, no flash Xerath against someone with Snowball and Lissandra, who should be able to close that gap and look for the kill to close it out.
Neither of them have cleanse, so once that Lissandra ulti goes down, combine that with the Soul Shackles, and Europe could be eliminating Korea from the bracket of the 2v2. Captain Jack and Faker, the last Korean players in the 2v2 Pro-Am, but the CS is still in the lead. It is still only a 1-kill game. So any margin for error could swing either way.
Definitely could, but here's level 6, and fishing for the snowball doesn't quite get it. They need to be able to find the all-in before cleanse comes back up. That's really what they're hoping for, and snowball is like a 45-second cooldown right now, I think. So we'll see when that comes back up, if he can actually go for it, because Faker's probably going to play far enough back that you won't be able to find the all-in without the flash or snowball.
Alex El Capo is about to hit level 6, did it just on that last minion, so everyone has their ultis. Dark Binding goes wide, and the Claw of Doom was not followed by Caps.
Yeah, there will be kind of one more attempt, I think, with the snowball on Faker before his cleanses back up.
Yeah.
So that's really the kind of window that the European team is really going to be looking for here. And we'll see if they can pull it off. Or, I mean, if you can hit another binding, you could just set it up with that. But, you know, you want to say that's hard to do, but he's making it look easy.
All right, let's see what they can do. This is, of course, the last European duo as well in the 2v2 bracket. The only region that has more than one representation is North America.
Hey, baby.
We're on the right-hand
Tell
side
me
of the
about
bracket.
it.
We're going to get there later. Caps goes in, goes for the ring. Ultimate's not going to be channeled because Alexel Kappa was stunned with a shocking orb. He goes golden, thanks to the hourglass, right to the arcade, comes down. Korea eliminate Europe.
Oh, so well done.
Oh, you go,
dancing
buddy.
on him. Oh, my God. It looks like the European team was going to have it, but they turn it around on Alex El Capo. They're able to take him down. Nothing that Caps can do to stop that one, but what a close match to start things off.
Oh, that was so good. Captain Jack, you bust a move, buddy. Did not get trolled by Faker's Alistair today. But you know what? All of the 2v2s yesterday as well had those really dramatic endings, and I think this was the first set of kills, actually. They ended up trading 1-for-1.
Yeah, this was the first set of kills, as you said. Alex El Capo had already gotten the cleanse out of Faker there, so flash in, they take him down with the autos, the first kill goes in, and it looked like they might have been able to get Captain Jack here, but he did a really good job getting the counter kill, being able to kite back. He survived with one auto, the only thing that really kept him alive, and then here's the all-in. He hits the snowball, but is in turret range, and it looked like the Varus ultimate had connected on Alex El Capo. He had used his black shield actually on Caps, so he gets locked down, knocked down, and the Korean team is going to take it.
The shocking orb that sends Europe packing. Slash dance. I think Captain Jack so far has had the best celebration I've seen.
Yeah, definitely.
Of the entire top.
Actually, the CIS team had a pretty
Flash
amazing
of the night.
as well.
Flash of the night was
They were
super
pumped.
intense.
Yeah.
All right, we will see Captain Jack and Faker in a little while. Before we get to them, though, we need to introduce our next 2v2. It is going to be NL and Maple taking on QTV and Zeros. As far as the duo names are concerned, it is Maple and QTZ. Quickly run through the players, of course. NL, former pro, played for the Flash Wolves for the longest of times. Maple, world-renowned mid laner. QTV is a former pro with experience on mid as well as top. He currently owns a team in the VCS, Azale.
Yeah, really cool. And he's going to be actually paired up with Zeros, who does play for the Fung Fu Buffalo, one of the best names you got to say in pro gaming. Pretty fun one there. So definitely two really strong teams. And NL and Maple is pretty frightening because when you're looking at, some of these pros are paired up with guys who are, platinum, play more for fun, more for entertainment. NL is a multi-time champion. He has won the LMS alongside Maple, so certainly a pretty beastly duo there. They did play very heavy kind of poke style yesterday with Kennen and Varus. They had this strategy where Maple was playing the Kennen. He's going mostly for the poke, while NL was just kind of farming it out.
And of course, on the other side of the rift, QTV and Zeros, they played the brand Varus. So Varus is, excuse me, already taken off the champion select, is banned away by QTV and Zeros. Really, really animated conversations between both of these duos. I like to overemphasize what these guys are talking about. Azale, look, Brand finds himself in the ban pool as well. So what direction do these duos go to now?
I mean, we've started to see a fair bit of Xerath. Xerath is going to get locked in, so that is certainly a possibility. Maple does have the option of going back to the Kennen if they want, and there's kind of just this two schools of thought. Are you going to try to poke it out, or are you going to try to go for the all-in? And, you can go poke versus poke. You can go for some different options, and pretty interesting stuff. Fiddle, we did see once yesterday.
Yes.
I believe it lost.
I believe so, too.
And Urgot is going to be the choice here for Maple. The level 6 seems terrifying. If this is going to be MF plus Xerath, the poke there certainly should be pretty heavily in their favor. But if you can actually hit a good Fiddlesticks ultimate, especially if he wants to take, a snowball or something to guarantee it, then hey, you get in on top of them, you throw down the fear, the Urgot hits his ultimate. Like, that is a pretty strong setup that would almost guarantee a kill against these two champs.
I'm just so terrified about surviving long enough against Misfortune Poke and Xerath Poke. You've got so many things to worry about, from the Eye of Destruction, the Rites of the Arcane, sorry, the Arcano Pulse Q from Xerath, then add the double up as well. Like, you need to get in close range with Urgot and Fiddle and you got to dodge so many skill shots to be effective in that space.
Yeah, it definitely does get tough, but you know, if there's anyone to do it, NL and Maple certainly have a good shot, and Fiddle can kind of retaliate with the poke. If they want to play for the poke war, you can go for the Emax on Fiddle and try to kind of harass with that, but you know, as you say, I mean, I think MF has the easiest kind of Comet to hit in the whole game.
Yes.
You go make it rain, you drop the E on them, the slow guarantees the Comet. You know, that is very, very simple. Alongside, you can even just start W on the Xerath if you want to kind of, again, that guarantees your Comet as well with the slow on that. So some definitely pretty easy to hit and guarantee poke.
And of course, the duo that wins this 2v2 goes on to face Captain Jack and Faker in the semi-finals of the Pro-Am 2v2 charity tournament. I quickly just mentioned, you know, at least one of the charities here, QTZ, as a duo is called. If they manage to make it further, the larger donation will go to Reach. It's a charity that's specifically focused around support opportunities to impoverished youth in Vietnam. And of course, everybody will be, you know, donating a minimum of $10,000 to a charity of their choice. The GPP goes 100 grand if you win this 2v2.
Yep, a lot of great causes. Even getting top 2 ups it to 25K.
Correct.
So certainly pride on the line here for these guys, but also, you know, these guys did get to select their charities, so definitely motivated to give as much over to those great causes as they can.
Yeah, really, really impactful. And it's really fun to see a nice, you know, charity event here at All-Star as well. Over and above the ego and the bragging rights and you know, the individual stories.
You can have it all. You can still have ego and bragging rights in 2v2.
And you can have a charitable donation. That's exactly what I want to see. All right, Maple and NL. I like, again, the concept of this Fiddle and Urgot once they get to 6, but until then, I really want to see what Zeros and QTV can do. I feel like if Zeros and QTV can land some poke, they should be able to control the tempo of this early laning phase.
Yeah, and it also kind of becomes this question of what do you go for? Do you go for push or do you go for poke, right? As Xerath, you aim your skill shot towards the champion, towards the minions, because players are not going to stand on the minions and let you hit both.
Yeah.
And for now, it seems like the LMS option is, yeah, we got to wait to 6. So we aren't going to contest the poke as much. They have Urgot just hard shoving, trying his best to push it in here. And they've kind of swapped roles because it's NL this time looking for the harass, where last time it was Maple playing that role.
And this time around, Maple and NL, they get that early level 2. So Zeros and QTV, they respect it, instantly back away. Zeros is going to get caught out by that Dark Wind. And Volcano Pulse starts to get channeled up. I mean, pretty even on CS, 10-9. The small advantage to the LMS for now.
It also, you know, it's pretty hard to actually poke out an Urgot with the W shield. Plus he started Corrupting Potion with Time Warp Tonic, so that's going to make you heal more. Plus he has Biscuits, you know, the shield absorb. There's quite a lot there. Fiddle is fairly squishy, but if they can create space, Fiddle can actually use the life ring.
Oh, take a look at the engage here, trying to chase him down. NL is low. Forced to use Summon and Heal, but I'm looking, it's defensive summoners on the side of Vietnam with Heal and Cleanse to back up the flash.
Yeah, and critically, he had Blue Heal, but he stole the health pack there. So now they got both health packs. He's, you know, at a pretty decent mark as far as that's concerned. Zeros is really low, so if he actually gets caught by another Fiddle bounce here, he's gonna have to probably go back to base.
Shocking Orb comes down, Eye of Destruction, channel on the Q, look at the fear! NL escapes with his life. The health pack steal is what keeps NL alive, that's the difference maker.
Yeah, exactly, and so far, pretty darn even. It is actually the LMS way ahead in the farm department, though. You know, last Corruption Potion kind of chugged there from Maple, so he's probably going to go back to base, refill that up. They're off to a pretty darn good start because he's going to come back with 3 more charges, plus he has a Biscuit ready now. He's going to buy up, and things are looking pretty good for the LMS side. They're not really falling prey to that poke just yet.
No, none whatsoever. And this sets them up incredibly well for that all-in. When you add all of the CC in the kit of Fiddlesticks and Urgot, if QTV and Zeros are flashless, then they're in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
If they close the gap.
It's definitely pretty terrifying because, you know, you can use one CC to kind of hit confirm the next, right?
Yeah.
So if you do get that Fiddle Fear, you fling them in, you can hit the ultimate, so on and so forth. There, you know, is a pretty good combo there.
Yeah, look at the damage though. When Zeros gets a good double up onto NL, chunks him down to 50% of his hit points. So you can see again what the strengths of each comp wants to do. Q comes out, there's the Comet again, and all of a sudden, Vietnam are doing pretty well. Fear, Insta Cleanse, Zeros, that was a little eager. I'm not sure if the engagement...
Oh, and they go!
Disdain from Maple, there goes the shotgun knees. QTV escaped with his life, Summoner Heal's been used, traded for the Ignite.
Yeah, but I still think you'll probably take that trade. It's both the defensive summoners down now, the heal and the cleanse. 2 flashes are available. But you know, as this LMS team gets towards level 6, I think as long as you hit the Urgot ult, you should have enough damage to actually burst them down with 20% to be able to get that reactivation. And, you know, especially if Zeros is getting this low, there's no potions on either side here for the Vietnamese team.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. 4.5 minutes in, 43 CS to 38. Reminder, 100 CS, 2 kills with the tower. Zeros stepping forward, gets the hits on the Comet. Make It Rain's doing a lot of work, and it's so different. Just as I start to think one duo has an advantage and has the lead, it bounces in control, and you really, really cannot predict the outcome of the game by the opening trade.
Oh, they go!
That's a fear! Shocking Orb comes out. Zeros flashes for his life, and that Summoner spell's used. Hex Flash sitting on the side of Zeros, though.
Yeah, he does have the Hex Flash available. The trade of flashes there, that's a hard one to know if it's really worthwhile, because having the flash after you ult out of the bush gives you so much distance, you can basically get to anyone on the map. So we'll see if that does end up being worthwhile. It may now be down more to Maple to find the engage. You can actually E-flash on Urgot. You don't have to flash then E to kind of cancel some of the animation. So if he could catch the Misfortune into a Fiddle in that sort of combo, they definitely have the potential for a 400-0 type change.
I tell you what, it's going to be a dramatic end.
Yeah.
If what wins you the game is a E-flash Urgot into, you know, Crowstorm and Fear
Show me
Beyond
those
Death.
mechanics, baby.
Oh yes, that's what I want to see. Zeros is going to escape with his life. The strut speed from MF really helping out there. I thought Fiddlestick may have had, you know, the jump on him, but Zeros was able to escape. Level 6 is going to be coming up. Between 6 and 7 minutes is around about the average level 6 time from what we learned yesterday on 8-2v2.
Yeah, you did see a lot of poke taken there by NL, though. They're getting to this position where they're almost 6. Here comes the bullet time.
Not enough to kill. Right to the arcane. First shot misses. Second shot misses. NL is going to dodge all 3.
Nice dodges.
Got those blue suede shoes on and no ultimate. There's the disdain flash. Zeros is caught out. He is chunked down and he is drained to death. Very nicely done. NL and Maple get the kill.
Yeah, that's the combo he was looking for. That looked like it might have been a flash E, but either way, that is that Urgot engage. They know there's no flash on MF, and they're going for the dive.
They are indeed. Fear Beyond Death has flashed away from the activate. The stun comes down. Can QTV get the second? It's an execute. He executes on the kill. That's enough to make it count.
Oh my God, the 1v2 outplay there. That was insane.
We need to watch that back. I think that was a legit execute in the first one, but it still counts towards the map. It still counts.
That was incredible. That was so good. It looked like they were going to be able to have it with Urgot.
Unbelievable. No, we need a replay of that. I need to watch that back because that was awesome. Really nicely done. QTV with the outplay, Azale.
Yeah, this is incredible. I mean, they make the call to actually go for the dive here. NL has the ultimate. They think, okay, we can easily just get him into 20%. The Urgot ult hits. He gets just out of range. NL is going to die to the turret. So the stun is actually used there onto Maple. It's the full combo, 2 turret shots catching Maple there. The dive fails. And that's just how Maple lost in the 1v1s yesterday.
Ultimate shame.
Oh my God.
For going for the tower dive. The bragging rights would have been ultimate bragging rights. But as it stands, Maple and NL are eliminated by QTV and Zeros. QTV and Zeros advance to the semifinals. And we'll get to that matchup later. We're going to swap over to the right-hand side of the bracket now. Set ourselves up. That is Flash in the night. Yes, that's it. Staring down the camera.
I am Flash in the night, yes.
He is indeed. He's joined by Diamond Prox, and they will be going up against North America's very own Voyboy and Double Lift. I missed that. What was
Voyboy was taking a little selfie there. And then got informed, it looked like that the camera was on him, and then looked very adorably embarrassed, is how I would give you the TLDR there.
I very much like that.
Nope,
I very
just
much
like, oh, what's
that.
going on?
Okay, that's this Double Lift being Double Lift, I guess. All right, in terms of duo names, Diamond Flash taking on Double Boy. Yesterday, what were the champions? Have a look at it. Annie Brand for Diamond Flash and Cassio Varus for Double Boy. Very different approaches. All-ins versus the poke.
Yeah, exactly. You know, very, very different approaches. We did actually see, I believe, Double Boy win it with the kills, though, so they were able to actually finish it out and get some kills. You know, the strategy there from the Annie Brand was, you know, pretty kind of obvious, right? They were going to wait for 6 on Tibbers. They were going to go for the all-in. But what I didn't expect was they actually got both kills with their first set of ultimates, right? They were able to actually chase down their opponents, get both of those right away. So we'll see if they're going to go back to that sort of strategy because, again, I believe yesterday, Diamondprox did bring out Annie in his 1v1 as well.
He did indeed. So will it be Annie for the third time in a row?
Could be.
That's a question we need to find out. While we can see Voidboy and Doublelift on the screen, I think it's very important to mention that Voidboy and Doublelift, they took down Uzi yesterday, right? Like, that was a huge, huge victory for them. Taking down one of the legends, and with Doublelift going up against BRTT later today, you know, it's a lot of, you know, big legacy names standing in his way that he's looking to crush down, and then Voidboy's along for the party as well.
Yeah, and I mean, he has a pretty damn good teammate here, right? I mean, the thing is, you kind of tag on Voidboy there, but he's challenger, right? Like, the NA teams are pretty stacked for this because all of the kind of popular NA streamers that are in this are often former pros. So you have like Shifter with Licorice. That's an LCS pro. Voidboy was an LCS pro. These guys are challenger players currently, so it gives you a strong duo.
And you're talking about Voidboy, the quarterfinalist in the Tyler 1 Championship Series.
Very
a lot of recent competitive experience. I think everybody watching our stream will know of Voidboy, Doublelift, and Diamondprox. If you don't know Flash of the Night, he's the most popular Russian streamer. He's a caster. For the LCL, he is a former pro. Apparently, he's a great singer as well. We saw him cheering yesterday.
Maybe he'll sing us a victory song if he wins.
I certainly hope so. I'll get you to ask him that.
Okay, I will.
Let's turn our attention to picks and bans. Double Boy, ban Annie, and look at Diamondprox's response.
It's like, well, that's all I had. I guess we're done here. What else is there to do?
Xerath up, Nico up. I'm going to try hard with this one, like actually trying to get in the heads.
Yeah, I mean, Xerath, Zyra, Fiddle, if you want to go the way of Poke. There's a lot of champions like that. You know, you can even look for something like a Lux. Those are pretty strong. Caitlyn with Grasp, if you want to go kind of more of a try-hard
I'm really happy we haven't seen a lot of Caitlyn.
Yeah, we've seen
not many, right? Like in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Like in years gone by, Caitlyn was like the try-hard pick.
Yeah.
Fairly non-interactive type champion. You just play through the CS or tower. But I like the fact we got a lot of all-ins. I like the fact that we're going a bit strange. To round it out, Draven, Varus, Lucian.
The triple Doublelift ban. They're disrespecting the boy. Let's see if Boy can bring something out. But I mean, there are other ADs. You know, we mentioned it. Obviously, you could go to the Caitlyn. You may have kind of cursed it here as the triple AD ban comes. The next AD that would be kind of logical, if you're thinking about a strong 2v2, probably would be Caitlyn. But we've also seen lots of players go to something that's like more of an off-roll champ, right? Like Licorice was playing Vel'Koz yesterday, for example.
Well, what's the counter to Nico? If you know Nico's open, you know it's a possibility. What would you run into it, right?
Play Nico into Nico.
And then what would you pair with it, right? So let's assume you got a Nico mirror.
We're going to get it.
Right? Okay.
The Cassio, of course.
That's the obvious
choice. I mean, Trevor, come on.
Results-based analysis.
This is basics here, Trevor. He picked Cassio yesterday.
I like the idea of a Malphite. I think a Malphite engaged. No, I'm only saying it because it's hovered on screen right now. But we got Cassio locked in, and we got a few seconds left before the pivot. So going for Poke, Nico Xerath versus more sort of all-in with Nico Cassio.
Yeah. Yeah, we could see the kind of strategy again where one of the NA guys is focused on the push while the other is focused on the poke. This is certainly a heavier poke-style team from Flash in the Night compared to Double Boy over here. I do think Cassio can kind of somewhat struggle against some of the longer range mages. That could be a little bit difficult, you know, closing the gap. But if you are able to do so, you certainly can output a lot of damage there. And they were able to find that all-in kill yesterday. Certainly at level 6, if you can actually get a Nico root, follow that up with the Petrifying Gaze, you have the Nico ultimate to follow that up as well. So there are some good combos there. Yeah. But the question is just going to be, who has the push? Can they survive to 6? Are they going to get poked out?
And I think it's important to note that Double Boy have a 100% win ratio with Cassiopeia.
That's pretty good.
They won yesterday in their 2v2. And if stats has taught me anything,
stats don't lie,
is that it's an advantage. Talking about stats, we're on the right-hand side of the bracket, and every red team won yesterday. 4 out of 4 on the right-hand side of the bracket. Double Boy is on the red side this game. So if stats don't lie, it's
so we can just go next. They already won.
Hey,
that's 200% win rates right there.
There we go. This is also one of 2 North American duos in the quarterfinals of the 2v2 Pro-Am. So let's see if they're going to keep the hopes. I mean, we could have an NA versus NA semi-final.
Oh, they're on the same side.
They're on the same side of the bracket.
Rigged.
Yeah,
it's been rigged.
It helps sometimes,
Yeah.
you know. LCS teams on one side of the bracket. You get an LCS team in the final.
I mean, you gotta help out these other regions. You know, they're all just
Exactly.
kind of trying their best.
That's what this is about.
Yeah.
Trying their best
Exactly.
and having a good time. You know, because the fact that, you know, EU lost to NA, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so...
And we all know that trying your best doesn't always equal good results, because I've cast with you many times before.
Oh, I love casting with you, Azael. The one thing that does mess with my head, I never remember the HP of Nico before she goes. We've moved on past that. We've moved on. But I never remember the HP of Nico before she clones and then, you know, mimics the teammates. So, you know, WTF to Xerath and WTF to Cassios. Gonna be looking for those barbs. And it's going to be slightly different play patterns here. You've got double CC on the side of Xerath, Nico, versus CC plus Miasma all in on the side of Cassio for North America.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if anyone can kind of juke out their opponent with the clones, because we did actually see, you know, some of that kind of happening yesterday, where, you know, I believe it was in actually one of the 1v1s where the Nico clone came out from a bush. His opponent thought he was engaging, and, you know, he kind of used the ultimate early there. So you definitely can do some pretty tricky stuff with it. I don't think you're going to confuse anyone by being like, it's Stu Thereth, you know, but using the clone is pretty important.
And I also think the clone steals the health relics as well, if I recall correctly.
Oh.
I believe I remember freaking Kobe going on about the denial of the health relics. But look at Voyboy going with some good Twin Fang damage into the face of Flash in the Night and Diamond Prox. Diamond Prox, by the way, he's got himself the minion dematerializer. We saw one or two of them yesterday not used particularly well. So I want to keep an eye on how well that's going to get used today.
Yeah, and I think the further you get in the tournament, the more likely these guys are, you know, kind of thinking through all the rune choices, thinking through all their selections. Because, yeah, I mean, we saw some Gathering Storm, we saw some runes that weren't really going to be utilized that much, but be interesting to see if they do try to go more just for pure push.
We'll see how it goes for now. 23 CS to 16. Cassio plus Nico, better at last hitting. That shocking orb was shockingly short. Flash in the night, not going to find his target. I'm looking at summoner spells, which I haven't done yet. Defensive, by the way, on the side of North America. Barrier and heal. I think I like that when you consider they could get poked down, and this just allows them a little bit more safety when they're looking for an all-in.
Yeah, definitely makes some sense there with the style that they're going to play. And Diamond Prox is the one to actually get kind of poked out here first. And because he's not playing Biscuits, he's only the only guy without playing Biscuits. He's going to have to go back to base, going to have to reset. But one of the problems with Cassio, I think, on maps like this is you are going to run out of mana. So we'll see when they elect to actually reset, and it may be right off this wave. Yeah, they're going to have Voyboy just go back, double it, finish off that last minion, and we'll find out the bias.
I mean, it's a really significant CS advantage. Shocking Orb manages to find the target. There's a root, but there's no follow-up. If you go for the damage onto double lift, then all of a sudden you lose that CS when you're down 22 to 37. It's such a different like opportunity cost analysis.
It's also like when you're looking at the pros here, you know, you have Diamond Prox, who's a jungler, who's not going to be as used to farming compared to Doublelift. Like that's what marksmen do, so you would expect him to have an advantage, and you know that may prompt the CIS squad to look more for an all-in.
Yeah, I think so too. And especially when you do have that longer range, there is a lot of CC time that can come down from Nico, so if it can be initiated by Diamond Prox, I think Flash in the Night should have the damage to close out a kill. You know, when you add the Barbs and the Pop Blossom, I think there is a scary combo. But then that you have to get through a Petrifying Gaze, and you have to get through Miasma, so it
plus
is a
the
challenge.
defensive summoners, as you said. And it's, even if you went into this being like, yeah, let's go for kills. When you're up 20 CS this early, you might be thinking, ooh, I kind of just want to win. I kind of just want to farm it out. So, you know, because you can definitely put the pressure on your opponents to be the ones that have to engage, unless you just start missing a tremendous amount of that farm yourself.
12 CS up. Wave's going to be denied here. Only a couple CS, Voyboy and Double Lift. But they're going to be very comfortable, very happy. I mean, yesterday they played a controlled game with that Cassio and Varus. They were playing into Lucian and Fiddlesticks.
I think they got one kill, then one off CS.
Correct.
Is what happened there. So, and as you pointed out yesterday, Cassio with the Twin Fangs does make last hitting pretty comfortable under the turret there. You know, having that additional help, and Double Lift and Voyboy looking like they're working together quite well here. With this last hitting, you can see Voyboy bought a ton of mana, the Mana Crystal, Double Doran's Ring. He's going to have the added mana from the Mana Biscuit as well. So he's looking pretty good in that regard and probably not going to run into too many mana problems.
Yeah, very, very good start. North America looking strong. They're in the quarterfinals. They're looking to go to semis. Looking to get a closer step towards the prestigious finals in the 2v2 Pro-Am. 66.
Where they then have to go up against Quickshot and Vedius.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome, but it would end very badly for me and Vedius. It would not end well. Now, all of our practice time is going to tandem mode, which will come after the 2v2s, and we'll get some opportunity to talk about that. But look at this, good route into the orb. That's great damage onto Double Lift, but a flash away from the Pop Blossom. That will keep, it's actually Voyboy alive. Now he's going to keep chasing, running for his life. Voyboy steps back, and nobody goes down. The barrier helps out a lot.
Yeah, that is the flash down from Double Lift, the barrier down from Voyboy, though, and another route does land. So what was looking so one-sided for the NA team, Double Lift kind of face checks there, gets rooted, gets Zera stunned, just kind of the full combo. And we'll send them packing with the wave pushing to their opponents. So since the wave is actually pushing away, this is going to deny a lot of the minions.
Yeah.
So that could help to really close up the CS gap, because look at this massive wave that's shoving in. Oh, that was so close.
So close, just in that little safety zone. But the main thing, I think, Azale, is just talking about great little combination there, 3 pops in the queue. The number of skill shots that Voyboy and Double Lift have eaten with their face is risky, you know?
It is.
When you
it's a bold strategy.
So, got to be a little careful with that.
Yeah.
Simon Prox throws out the W, throws a little bit of confusion Double Lift's way, but he's low. No flash, and his heal will be up soon.
And I mean, while it is a risky strategy, it's one that a lot of folks at home, myself included, do know. You know, tanking those skill shots, always intentional, of course. Baiting them into a false sense of security.
That's it. It's setting up the next play. If they think their skill shot's going to hit. But look, 88 CS to 66. So Voyboy and Double Lift, as long as they don't get killed, they've got this game in the bag. They have to secure 12. That's just 2 and a bit waves.
Yeah.
And they should be able to finish this 11 CS. Keep your eyes on the top of the scoreboard, and you'll see, look, defensive here. Double Lift has picked up Mercury Shreds, completed them. So it's just about the CS game. Double Lift not going to find any further follow-up. 6 CS to go, Azale.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last wave here, so we got to see an all-in from the CIS team, and here they go.
All right, Pop Blossom is coming in. A little bit of a stutter as the stun does land. Voyboy's in trouble, gets caught up by right to the arcade. He chases forward to the Twin Fangs. 2 CS left to go. Voyboy's burning down to the 100 HP. Flash forward. I have Destruction plus Comet comes out. CS victory for North America, and not a kill to be seen.
Yeah, not a kill to be seen. The most fake celebration there. But they are going to get the CS victory. They are going to be moving on to that semifinals, I do believe. So congratulations for them in the top 4, perhaps setting up that all-NA semis.
North America makes back-to-back semifinals at international events.
And people said Double Lift doesn't do well internationally.
This got really close, the fight at the end, but the CS is what mattered. Double Lift kept his eye on the prize.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 CS left, so, well, Voyboy might die, but that's okay. You can knock down the last of the farm. And congratulations to that NA team, but it was a well-played 2v2 again from the CIS squad.
Yeah.
They took down their first opponents. They were close here on the second, narrowly not able to kill Voyboy, but definitely a pretty even match.
All right, so congratulations to Voyboy and Double Lift. We will see them a little bit later in the semi-finals. Let's find out who their opponents are. Turning our attention to the next 2v2, we have LPL taking on NA.
Rook Zelo and Shiprice.
And who are these guys?
So we do have a couple different guys. I mean, most of them are players that you are going to have heard of. Rookie just won the World Championship. You know, no strangers here. Shifter as well as Licorice. Yunzi Lo is a famous Chinese actor and singer, and he does have, 10 million followers. So this guy is a big celeb over there, and paired up with a world champion. That is a powerful duo.
It is indeed. I mean, it's so difficult. Yunzi Lo, 10 million Weibo followers. As you mentioned, action singer. Yesterday he played the Caitlyn, and Rookie was playing the Syndra. Got a little hairy, got a little close in their 2v2, but Rookie was able to pick up a solo kill, which is why you can see the North American representatives banning Syndra throughout the game.
Yeah, and Yunzi Lo was the one who actually got the final kill, right?
Yeah.
It was actually a Rookie solo kill for their first kill, the unassisted, which I don't think we're going to see any other unassisted kills in this tournament. So that was pretty spectacular from the LPL duo. And the strategy yesterday was very much, it was Rookie playing the Syndra, looking for poke, and then Yunshi Lo was on the Caitlyn, and he was kind of on farm duty. So we'll see if they want to mix that up. We've seen Maple and NL kind of take the reverse roles to what they did yesterday, so maybe there's going to be some mix up there. Shifter and Licorice, though, they played and they actually got the turret. So they were the only team to win off the turret, and that was thanks to so much of their poke. They played Vel'Koz plus Heimer, they shoved in the waves, they poked out their opponents, they just knocked down the turret.
They got the turret with a champion that has its own turrets. It was actually a Heimerdinger altered turret that helped secure the win. So I want to see if they do something fun again. I think Shipperish, Shifter and Licorice, they definitely had a little bit more of a looser gameplay yesterday. You know, they didn't seem to invest in either the all-in or the super poke style. They had a bit more fun with it. And I'm really hoping we get something like a kill duo. Leona Darius would be insanely fun to watch.
Yeah, that would be pretty spicy. They're going for a double snowball. Oh.
Okay, so break this down for me, Azael. Double snowball, Leona Darius into Misfortune Zoe.
I mean, I'm just feeling bad for Yunshi Lo. I mean, he's the celeb here coming in, trying to play with the Rookie, and you're going to be targeted. You're the Misfortune, so could be really scary all in. If you do get hit by the snowball, you can certainly expect to die, and they can also even look for a snowball just to a minion that's nearby, try to hit the Zenith Blade, hit a full combo, because certainly is about the burst there. That being said, Rookie is playing Zoe. That is a nasty amount of poke, and if they're not able to find that all in, Rookie could solo have them poke down to the point where they can't even try.
And yesterday we saw the Vel'Koz using that Q to bounce it outside of Murder Bridge and get it back onto Howling Abyss. And, you know, it's going to be fairly similar with the Zoe, the Power Star. You can fire that from odd angles. Now, the real question, do Shifter and Licorice go for the easier targets, the less composed professional player, or do they go for ultimate bragging rights and try to go for Rookie, the world champion, arguably the best player on the planet right now? Because if it were me, that's where I would go.
I think you just go for whoever you can hit the snowball
Okay,
with.
that's also probably a much more...
I mean, the thing is, it would be pretty hyped to kill Rookie, but at the same time, if the MF is there, they're probably going to take it. Because if you let the game go too long, you can easily get poked out and lose, right? And it is... You know, the two high-rated guys, it's you know, a pro plus a challenger player, right? You know, so they are kind of having the odds in their favor a little bit, I think, on the NA side. Yes, it is a world champion, but he's not paired up with a pro.
Oh, Battlestar doesn't find a target.
We'll see if they just go for it.
It would be amazing, but level one.
Oh, they both missed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you hate to see it.
That is a North American snowball if ever I've seen one. Shifter and Licorice want to win this game to set themselves up for an all-NA semi-final.
It's a warning shot. It's a warning shot.
I like that. It's about setting the message.
Straight across the bow. That's just called being a good sport.
Okay, I misinterpreted it.
It's
right?
okay.
I misinterpreted.
It's okay.
Thank you for
No
keeping me on the straight
I'm here
and narrow.
to clear this up for you.
Thank you, Azael. Battlestar going forward again. Yesterday, by the way, Rookie did the same thing on Syndra. He was playing the zoning game, sat all the way forward on Syndra. He allowed Yunshi Lo to farm up on that Caitlyn, and now he'll be doing on the Misfortune instead. We know he's a Tristana player, if I recall correctly, so definitely sticking to the 80 carry tropes.
Yeah, that is his favorite champ, so, you know, going more of the kind of poke route here, though, with a double comment, and you can see Rookie's actually farming a lot of it, so they might be doing more of a shared farm. We can see using the MF, you can just drop the E, hit the comment, try to poke him out, because they would really love to get this NA squad too low to look for the all-in. And one of the best ways to actually do that is to just try to poke them out while they're farming. So we'll see how well they're going to be able to farm this. Or if they're just saying, yeah, just get experience, who cares? And then we'll just try to look for an all-in kill. But, you know, it's all going to be down to that strategy.
Yeah, I think you want to ideally get level 2, level 3 engages on the Darius, Leona side. And, you know, ooh, 2 shots for Rookie.
It might just go.
Snowball's not going to find a target. It's a warning shot across the bow. Flash into Zenith Blade. Yunshi Lo is going to be in trouble. Pulled backwards by the apprehend. Flash forward. That's a W from Darius. Down. One more to the bleed. Picks it up. First blood secured. North America. They only need 100 more hit points damage, but they will not secure it. 1 kill secured towards the semifinal.
Yeah, they get that 1 kill, and critically, all 4 summoners down now for the LPL team. So you get hit by 1 more snowball, then it's probably going to be lights out. they're going to be able to go back and get a goodbye as well.
Well, if you have just joined us, this is the last quarterfinal in the 2v2 Pro-Am charity event here at All-Stars. We will run through the semis and then the final, the prestigious 2v2 Pro-Am final over the next few games. And right now, North America, 13 CS to 14. They've got a kill advantage. If a snowball hits, then somebody is at risk of being taken down when they're not under the turret.
Yeah, I don't think they'll take that one. They will go back. They will get the base. Darius got the kill as well, so he's going to have a pretty nice buy. You know, get the kill gold. I think they gave him most of the farm here too, so double longsword, probably going to grab some pots. Leona maybe going for something like boots, I don't know, to look for the all-in. We'll find out. But, you know, if they hit the snowball, it's probably going to be a kill, straight up. I mean, I just think there's almost no escaping without cleanse, without flash. For either of these guys.
And one of the things that has been very fun over the last 11, 2v2s we've cast, Azale, is that even though somebody gets an advantage early, it actually doesn't instantly dictate the rest of the game.
Oh, Hex Flash, here they go!
Get it, Blade! Fall short! I'm gonna forgive that one because North America have got themselves a kill for now. Sleepy Trouble Bubble, not going to find a target.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done, right? You know, you're saying, well, assuming they hit the all-in, they will get the win. But if they can't, we'll find out.
All right, there's the Shield of Daybreak. The Zenith Blade comes out as well. Rookie gets apprehended backwards. It's one more hit. It's North America in the semifinals of the 2v2 Pro-Am.
Yep, and they got Rookie doing it. As you said, that will be the sweet way to be able to get it done. Take down the world champion. Rooksilo gonna be able to fall to Shippo Rice.
Shippo Rice, that's it. Nicely done. Yesterday it was the Heimer and the Valkors, and today it was the Darius and the Luna.
Very different looks.
This is gonna be a very exciting semi-final when we get to it.
Yeah.
But congratulations to the North American representatives. And of course, this replay brought to you by Acer Predator.
Yeah, the Acer Predator replay here. They get the first all-in, catching with the apprehend. They just can't create enough space because he already gotten pulled back into the team. The first kill with the bleeds. This was a narrow escape for Rookie. That could have been 2 kills immediately. He had to actually pick up someone else's flash to get out of there. And then one more time, they catch Rookie, pull him in. No summoner spells available this time. No way out for the world champion.
All right, double boy. Shippo Rice is coming for you.
Now, this is an all-NA affair. Now what you have to see them do here is agree to the mirror match, and it's got to be a fun mirror match. I want to see, like, Lee Sin Vayne versus Lee Sin Vayne.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be so exciting. Well, look, here's the bracket on your screen. We've got the final 4 duos competing. The return of Captain Jack and Faker will be taking on QTV and Zeros. Captain Faker, this is a duo. They're playing for solidarity for the LGBT human rights in Korea. It's providing safe spaces for the LGBTQ youth in South Korea. And of course, if you win, make it to the finals, 100 grand towards that charity of your choice.
And 25K just for qualifying for the finals, even if you lose. So, you know, more than doubling that charity of their cause would be very nice. And these guys are one win away from the finals.
Exactly, and their opponents, QTZ, which is of course QTV and Zeros, they're playing for Reach. This is a charity that's giving support or opportunities towards the impoverished youth in Vietnam. Regardless of whether you make finals or not, there's a minimum of 10 grand going to those charities. So it's a very substantial amount. I think total is $265,000 going towards charities from this 2v2 Pro-Am. But now we're in the semifinals. Now it's Captain Faker taking on QTZ. Zale, these guys have had 2 games to play already. How do they adjust a pick and ban strategy?
Before we get into that, I have a more important question for you.
Okay.
Have we been missing the opportunity for just calling them cuties?
We have. This is
I'm
the right time.
I'm actually kind of disappointed in ourselves. How did it take us 3 matches to realize that their team name is actually just cuties?
Because we are incredibly serious. And we definitely came in here a little bit too try-hard. Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm disappointed.
All right. Well, look.
That's all I have to say.
There's only 3 matches left up. We're sitting on the side of Korea versus Vietnam on this side of the bracket. NA versus NA. And then for all the marbles, for all the bragging rights, Captain Faker versus the cuties.
Yeah, Captain Faker versus the cuties. I mean, you gotta be looking cute, feeling cute to play your best.
Right. So I'm gonna ask a question, but there is a caveat.
Okay.
The most fun 2v2s we've seen so far has been Shippo Rice.
Yep.
I want to make that is established. So
they're
outside of them, What have you enjoyed seeing, and what would you like to see more of now in the semis and the final?
I think Captain Faker's first one was really, really fun.
What did they play?
It was the Alistar game. The
Yes,
Alistar
Lucian Alistar.
I just think the all-in stuff is more exciting because you know that if you're losing on farm, you have to play for a kill, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of building to that crescendo. It's not a question of if they're going to do it, it's when they're going to do it.
Okay, I like
and I think
that.
that's kind of more fun. Whereas the teams that are playing purely for poke, well, you can just play farm and just kind of sit back.
So in that same style, the Annie Brand, for example, in that same vein, right? Like, you have to look for an engage at some point.
Exactly. I mean, think about, the Malphite game we had earlier in the 2v2 on the first day as well. It's like they have to go for the dive. They've got to find the kill. Those are the most fun games for me.
Okay, now put on your predicting hat for me.
Predicting
right?
hat. Okay.
Captain Faker played two different styles. They did that Lucian Alistar that you talked about. And in the previous game, they did Varus and Xerath. You have to feel now you're in semi-final, you're getting close to finals. Surely the seriousness goes up.
Yeah, I mean, it already felt like from the first round to the second, the troll went out the window a little bit because, Faker was known for anytime he got in solo queue with Captain Jack, he would ask to roll swap to support. Captain Jack didn't want him supporting him. He'd pick Alistar, right? So it's all, trolling his teammate there. But then I was hoping he was just going to play Alistar with him the whole way through.
I was hoping the same thing.
But, Varus plus Xerath seems like very heavy poke, very smart sort of play style. But they've had some close matches, to be fair. They could have got knocked out in either round.
Okay, so let's see. Poke probably then is the expectation.
Yeah.
It's sort of the safer option. You can still go for the kills, victory. But again, I'm going to overread this. Look at Faker. Very nervous. He's biting his thumbnail.
He's never played in such a high-pressure match.
Never. Semi-final 2v2 Pro-Am. Faker's never been there. Like, this is a fact.
Never before.
But look how slow the bans are coming through. A lot of strategy being imposed. Serious faces. QTV's photo, he's smiling, but on camera, he's stressed.
That's true. He is stressed out. They're probably scrolling right now through the champs like, so, who do we ban?
Yeah, exactly.
Syndra, sure. That sounds good. Okay, let's do it.
Well, they followed up with Varus. One lost option. I mean, Brand is still up. Nico's off the table.
Casio bans. Boy. Defining the meta.
There we go.
2v2.
North America defining the meta.
Really, that's the classic. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the not so good. You have NA Casio, but you also have NA Jace.
That's it.
You gotta take the good with the bad, quick shot.
And NA Snowballs. It's about sending a message, I learned today. Quote me on this, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back international semifinals with North American LCS.
Yep.
They might make a final as well. They will make a final because there's two of them.
They might. We might find a way to lose
my word. Okay.
I've been more disappointed before. Who knows? They could both get disqualified and Europe somehow gets in there. Just find a replacement.
All right, I'll get League Ops on the line when we're in game, see if we can find out a loophole. But it's going to be another pivot. Captain Jack and Faker are going to play something a bit different. Ezreal and Urgot. QTV and Zeros, the cuties, they've got themselves a possibility to go for this poke all in. But Ezreal, Urgot, again, I see the combo. You poke down with the Ezreal. We've seen Urgot's tankiness early and then just land the kill once you get the disdain.
Yeah, I mean, Maple, it looked like, it was working pretty well for him. And then it was that failed dive where they actually got 1v2'd. I believe that was actually, it was against the cuties. So
there we go.
They did lose that there. But, Captain Jack and Faker perhaps watching that and thinking, hey, we could do that a little bit better. I mean, definitely do agree. The all-in, even just from the Ezreal ultimate now does not reduce damage passing through those minions, so you can actually have a pretty powerful follow-up. If Urgot can flip them in, you hit him with the Ezreal ult and a Q. Well, that's probably got them in ult range again.
Yeah, absolutely the case. And we turn our attention to the other team. The shield from Orianna is going to be helping a lot. This is actually our first Orianna in the 2v2s.
We saw a lot 1v1.
So many 1v1s, but a whole kit. Like the magic damage on a passive, you've got zone control with the ball, you've got a shield, you've got a movement speed on a W. So the kit just really works in this format of the game.
Yeah, it definitely does. I also think one of the kind of undervalued things is that you don't have wards on this map, so actually being able to check the brushes with the ball is also pretty decent, having a little bit of vision control there if people want to try to play that brush. So we'll see what the strategy is going to be. If Faker's going to go for more of a poke style Ezreal, if he's going to go for more sustain, there are some options here. It is airy. Okay.
All right, let's see what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2v2 Pro-Am semi-finals. All the bragging rights and that charitable donation is on the line. Quick reminder, you get win by getting 100 CS, 2 kills or the tower. And right now it's Korea taking on Vietnam. LCK versus the VCS. Advantage, Captain Jack and Korea with a Mystic shot to the face of Zeros.
Yeah, nice start there for them. And you can see Faker is playing Aftershock, which really does kind of lend itself to that all-in. You hit the flip, you get that Aftershock with that, plus your W shield is actually very, very powerful. Makes you pretty tanky, and they should have a really strong all-in, especially if Captain Jack is hitting a lot of these Qs as he has been so far.
Well, Captain Jack and Faker have already got themselves a couple mystic shots. Decent start to this game. The Biscuits again. We're seeing them so frequently again. It just fits everything that you want from this map.
I mean, it's guaranteed sustain, right?
Yeah.
And it's also, if you're getting poked out, hey, that pops up. Maybe you don't have to base at a bad time. Maybe you're not going to fall behind in the farm. So certainly I think it is the best secondary. The only kind of caveat to that is maybe if you're playing against something like the Darius Leona, the only way they win is with a full 100-0 all-in because they have no poke.
Yeah.
So then maybe Resolve secondary makes more sense, but it's mostly been poke versus poke where Biscuits reign supreme.
Well, a lot of credit here to Captain Jack. I really feel like he's putting a hurting onto those mystic shots. QTV and Zeros can play a little bit more behind that minion wave if they can. Obviously, when you have minions, right now there's nothing to work with. And again, Zeros just gets chunked down, so gonna start burning through those consumables already. And this is a good start. The Seer doesn't find Faker, Pillar of Flame does. That's very good reply from QTV, and look at how low Korea have gone down.
Yeah, I mean, Captain Jack got hit by a few of those dissonances and command attacks from the Orianna ball. So despite the fact that he's been pretty on point with his mystic shots, he's the one who's actually lower on health. They did get a potion out of Zeros, but Faker trying to juke out a lot of these spells.
Oh, going very aggressively forward. Faker down to 150. Summoner heal's been used. Flash away. Burning is ticking. Zeros stays alive. The mystic shot misses its target.
Still up.
There goes the flash engage. That's a chase down from Zeros. Zeros 100 HP and they back. So 1-2 summoner spells blown by Faker. The same for Zeros.
Yeah, Zeros is down, but we see both Captain Jack's summoners are available, so it's 3 used compared to the 2. They are going to start popping up these potions. The all-in could be pretty scary. Again, you have to remember, Zeros is going to be flashless. If he ever gets caught, certainly won't have much of a way to escape here.
No, definitely not. The cuties from Vietnam, they're down in CS, 6 at the moment. If they pick up most of this, they've still got their entire minion wave that'll push towards Korea. So we're talking sort of a 8-ish advantage with CS on the map. And Captain Jack and Faker will be happy. I mean, they've got the kill potential if they want to play for 6. And then they can farm from range with Mystic Shot, which will help them out.
Yeah, definitely can. It's pretty nice allowing Faker to go back to base. And maybe now Captain Jack, now that Faker is back, may decide to make his own return to base. But a Biscuit popped up, right? So he's going to be able to stick around a little bit longer. And we'll see how well they do picking up all this farm. But as you said, certainly should have a pretty decent advantage if they're able to do it.
And I'm starting to see some more picks as well that you just start thinking about how you last hit under the tower. It is slightly different rates on the Summoners, the ARAM map. But Shotgun Knee is very useful. Mystic Shot Damage Amp, very useful. It just helps you guarantee those last hits when, CS is a win condition in this mode.
Yeah, totally. It is a pretty big deal. And also, I mean, CSing from range is obviously that much easier. We'll see, how they're going to be able to do it. The Vietnamese team, definitely, they are behind the VCS squad, but that being said, their all-in is also very powerful. Faker does not have an ultimate. If you can get a full brand combo into a shockwave, that is pretty terrifying too, so we'll see.
Ooh, really good damage onto Faker. You can see the full combo. He's down to 200.
Base.
Needs to back. This is really, really good. The VCS, they're still down 10 CS with the wave.
Oh, the damage.
Good damage from Captain Jack, landing absolutely everything on this newly updated Ezreal. We are playing at 8:24, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Jack continues to chase. Lands another Mystic Shot, applying tons of pressure to QTV and Zeros.
Yeah, that was really well played, actually, by Captain Jack. I mean, the Brand W, the Pillar of Flame thrown behind him, so he just actually arcane shifts forward towards the Brand and just gets that damage in, even knowing that he had already dodged out from most of that skill shot damage.
Yeah, the Pillar of Flame going to be pushing that wave forward ever so slightly. And now Captain Jack can just shoot fish in a barrel. Sit all the way back, use those Mystic Shots, and just really, really be annoying to QTV and Zeros. And Korea just playing with the lead again. They've been very controlled in both of their previous 2v2s.
Yeah, they really have, playing it out pretty intelligently. No potions remaining on this VCS squad, so the LCK team certainly going to be looking to keep them round if they can. Captain Jack could actually set up a freeze if they want, but looks like the option is going to be the push, and they're just kind of playing this interesting game where, I don't know, they're going to go for the freeze now with the cannon.
Yeah.
But since it is kind of like the offset cannon wave, sometimes it does mess it up. They should have it regardless, but Faker and Captain Jack are essentially just taking turns farming and then basing. Like, Faker comes out, he tries to poke, he takes some damage, he goes back, Ezreal farms, then Faker gets back, Ezreal goes back to base, and they're just kind of rotating through where the VCS team is doing more of these kind of synced bases, and they end up missing more CS as a result.
Well, let's talk about the buys. QTV and Zeros, they've come back with boots, potions, they've got double Doran's rings. There's no boots on the side of Captain Jack and Faker, so if Captain Faker are a little overextended, the additional boots and the additional all-in as we get to 6 could be the difference maker.
Definitely could. I mean, if you could dodge out a skill shot, if Faker can't close the gap, that's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Faker is now 6. Both Brandon and Oriana are sitting at 6, so we're kind of just waiting for Captain Jack here. And then if they can find it, we could see them go. And Faker trying to close the gap.
Oh, stepping forward, that pillar of flame. Again, the threat, if you step into it, the follow-up, now that Pyroclasm is available and the Shockwave. And look at Captain Jack and Faker. They're respecting the Q. They're respecting their command attack. 63 CS to 53. It's still Korea in control, so it's up to Vietnam to make a play. A big wave to push, but if they want to win and have that advantage, they need to push back on the CS, Azael.
Yeah, Captain Jack not able to hit with the ultimate there, but you can see the VCS team is trying to... Oh, nicely done by Captain Jack, caught by the Shockwave, though.
Shockwave comes back, Pyroclasm starts to bounce, the Fear Beyond Death is flashed away from it, Faker doesn't care, lands a disdain, Zeros goes down with 0 HP. Now QTV is trying to get the kill, the burst of the bomb, not enough to kill Faker yet. Flash is already used, continues to chase. QTV needs to land the skill shots, and Korea, they've escaped for now. Seer is available for QTV, but he will not find an opportune target. Flash, disdain, the shield, QTV's down. Captain Faker advanced to the finals.
So well done there. Faker still had the flash. He finds the brand, but that was close to being another 1v2 turnaround from this VCS squad. They were able to do it against the LMS players earlier, but not quite able to pull it off here against Captain Faker, who were just looking so clean. Really well-coordinated duo there.
Well, North America are going to start getting nervous. Captain Jack with the best celebrations here at All
I just want to see Faker do that with him.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. But here it was one more time. The alt bounce is not quite enough to actually take down Captain Jack, and then Faker, soaking up so much damage with the Aftershock. Captain Jack comes back in, and it's here that you're thinking, well, maybe Brand can actually just kill them both. I mean, Faker, though, squeezes out with almost no health, waits for his cooldowns, come back up, gets the flash E, knocks him back up. Captain Jack on point with the skill shots. Yeah. They pick up the second kill. That was just very well done. And yeah, even the VCS team giving him a round of applause. Well deserved.
Well, congratulations to the VCS representatives, QTV and Zeros. The Cuties, they are eliminated in the semifinals.
But they're still looking good.
After a very deep run, and they've got themselves that 10 grand towards the charity. All right, let's turn our attention to the other side of the bracket. It is all North America with Voyboy and Double Lift taking on Shifter and Licorice. Just remind you guys of the charities that they're working towards. Double Boy are playing for M3 Tent Events. This is a charity that provides mental health support to campuses across the US.
Yeah, and Chipper Ice are going to be playing for Citizen Schools. They're giving low-income students hands-on experience in tech, trying to set them up for their future. A couple great causes to be sure. I'm excited to find out how far up the tryhard has been turned. You know, do they still try to go for the win against their comrades here? Or do they agree to a mirror match, to something a little bit spicy, a little bit exciting?
Can you ban USA? Is there enough champions with you?
You're the play-by-play.
Udi and Urgot. Yeah. Udi and Urgot.
Do it. You got Rise, you got Riven, you got Anivia and Annie.
I like to see if anybody was going to do it. If they were going to ban the same names.
Oh, they're doing troll bans.
Yeah.
They've got to do a mirror matchup or something fun. I feel like there's no reason otherwise to ban Shaco and Corki. As soon as I saw Corki, I was like, okay, there's something going on. They're smiling. He's too happy. They're not having enough of a serious face to be tryhard, I think.
Oh, but the question is, what do they play?
You gotta go skill shot champs. You gotta go all in champs like Riven, Yasuo, Vayne, Lee Sin, like fun stuff.
As far as the ban strategy goes,
Spike.
Oh, this is amazing.
Let's do it.
As far as the ban strategy goes, USA is greater than CDM, unless I'm missing something.
It's USA and Canada.
There we go.
It's a Canadian because Shifter and Licorice are both Canadian.
See, I would never have known that, okay? It's all North American.
Finally, I've been waiting years for it. Back to them Canadians coming in handy.
But did they mess it up? Is it CDN? Is it meant to be CND? Because that's Corky, Diana, Nasus.
Usually people, well...
Do you know what I mean?
CDN is Canadian, like short for Canadian, whereas a lot of people would do CAN for Canada.
Can I make fun of them for not knowing how to spell? That's where I want to go.
Go for it.
Well, thank you, buddy. Learn to spell, boys.
I mean, they can't retaliate. That's the beauty of this.
USA
right? It's like a one-way discussion.
And Canada, it is the North American showdown for bragging rights. Double Lift has been thumbs downing himself all tournament long.
You know what the problem I just realized is?
Tell me.
I was thinking that this is, just NA versus NA, but it's actually Canada versus USA.
Right.
So now I wish that Licorice and Shifter were being tryhard because I kind of want Canada to win. This is a problem. Now I'm conflicted.
It's a new lens. It's a new filter. Listen, let's talk about it because Hook City used to be Blitz and Thresh, right? What is now Pike and Blitz? It's too new. Is there even a name for it? I don't think there is. This might determine it.
Yeah. Bike? The bike. I don't know.
Oh. This actually is going to be very fun.
I mean, Blitz isn't very good.
No.
So I think it's Bike.
But I feel like the game is going to be over in a very quick space of time. Like level 2, level 3, this game's going to be finished.
I mean, I could also just see them running it down and just 1v1ing, fighting at level 1.
Like this.
We'll see. They're all 4 snowballs.
Snowball connects.
They don't have skin parity, though, so certainly the coordination, not that good.
No. I mean, I definitely think Canada's winning on that front. They're at least
red.
got a color scheme.
They have national colors.
Yes,
this
exactly.
Is clearly.
Color scheme advantage. The US just less coordinated.
That's true.
Really letting the side down as far as
energy on point.
The North Americans are concerned. Right, taking a look. Do we even have... I would expect all the masteries and the keystones to be the same as well.
Biscuits, I don't even know if Biscuits is good, though, because there's no poke, right?
Well,
but here we go.
Okay, Rocket Grab connects. I think a Bone Skew landed too. I'm going to keep trading back and forth. The problem is I have to stay on edge for this because when an all-in happens, it's going to be a continual chase the whole way down.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, how Boy is actually using the Bone Skewer is pretty smart, just kind of stabbing over the minions. You don't actually have to do the charge up. You can just use that kind of melee range as Shifter now doing the same thing there. When you hit level 2 is when the CC combo gets pretty big because you have the rocket grab, you can punch him up, then you have the follow-up from the Pike stun into a hook. Like that's when it starts to get into a pretty nasty combo. I mean, if it goes to farm out, then they're trolling, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. But even with the level advantage here for Voyboy on double lift, you do not want to step forward into a level 2 tower where, Licorice could be landing that rocket grab. So, scary situation to be in. And imagine if double lift gets killed underneath the tower for the first time for America. This is America versus Canada.
That's
bragging
true.
rights for who is the greatest North American country.
Yep, that's definitely true. We'll see. Oh!
Nicely done.
Nice little dodge there.
Forgot about that interaction. That'll help a lot for Voyboy. Double Lift will not have the same safety. And of course, Double Lift, old legacy Blitzcrank player, definitely got a lot of experience under his belt. That's a flash already from Licorice. He's got Hex Splash available.
Nice with the snowball!
But look at the engage. That's a very good stun from Voyboy. A dash back on the snowball. Double Lift goes into the punch, takes a tower shot to the face. Depth below, and Voyboy escapes. But that was, you know what? America wins that trade.
They do. Even though they lose kind of on the health trade a little bit, Double Lift, that was styling.
Yeah.
I mean, he dodged the hook with his snowball. That was actually super sick. And Biscuits maybe coming in handy, actually. If you can, the thing is, poke or no, if you can't actually finish out 100-0 kill, Biscuits are great.
Ooh, rocket grab comes down. Bone Skewer was channeled, but didn't find a target.
Yeah, the USA team has to be careful now because that is a fat minion wave for the Canadian squad.
All right, rocket grab into Power Fist. Snowball comes down. Double Lift in trouble. Goes down very low. First blood picked up. Now Voyboy is trying to swim away. Bone Skewer gets caught. Gets knocked up. Canada are looking to do it. They don't get the kill on Voyboy, but they've got the advantage.
Yeah, they have the push there, and Double Lift not able to fight in that minion wave. There's so many minions, so they're able to push it in. We'll see if they actually reset. I don't know if they have an agreement to just fight it out to the death or if they are going to go back to base. It looks like they will go back to base and get a bye.
Look at the smiles, by the way. Double lift on the bottom left of your screen. That is not a happy man. Licorice, on the other hand, he was grinning, and
definitely a happy chappy.
There's a smirk sitting on that young man's face. But this is really fun. I like seeing these unique picks, and I really like the fact that in the 2v2 charity match, we get to semifinals. There are bragging rights on the line. The guys are still willing to have some fun and to see which part of North America truly is the greatest.
Yep, and I think these guys all know each other. These guys all play each other, play with each other. So, was thinking there's a pretty good chance of getting it, and I'm happy we do. Licorice and Shifter, though, they're camping out in this brush.
I hope this works.
Look for it.
I really hope this works. Find a kill. I'd like it if Double have died. I'm going to show some bias here. Come on, Canada!
X-Flash.
Oh. I mean, it looked good, but I don't really know what he was trying to do.
Maybe X-Flash to the side of the minions, then hook around or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe just use it for fun.
Yeah, not Angelina Jolie. You're not going to be able to curve that bullet there, buddy. You need to find another opportunity. Although
What's your Bard? Bard
can work.
Curve the bullet.
That one can work. All
Bard's a little cheater.
Look at the gigantic minion wave. 43 CS for Double Boy. Boy and Double Lift are sitting pretty comfortable for now. And Shifter and Licorice are going to be careful. They move into the wave. Becomes a little easier for skill shots to land. So they'll close this gap a little, but they're still behind in CS.
Yeah, Canada's actually pretty behind in farm. I'm not sure if it's going to come down to that. Probably not. I mean, I think especially at 6, it's super easy to go for a crazy all-in with the Pike ultimate, Blitz ultimate. But we'll find out. And we did get the reset now from Boy. Sitting on 5 health potions, so has a pretty nice buy as well.
Okay, another for style points Hex Flash from Licorice. The question is now, we're getting close to level 6s. Is there enough damage in a Pike Blitzcrank hit to get a double kill, through the passive of Blitz, through the silence and reply, because that's what America has to do if they want to beat Canada.
I think it's almost down to, like, if the other team can't proc Aftershock, like, if you can silence them both before they can get their abilities out and actually proc Aftershock, then maybe you can 100-0 them.
All right, there's the Rocket Crab. It's a Power Fist. The silence. Step below, not going to find the kill, though. Boy's able to escape thanks to the flash. For Canada, they're on the offensive. It doesn't feel like they're done just yet. 2 ultimates down, though, and Double Lift hasn't even unlocked his.
Yeah, he should hit 6 here very shortly, though, and Boy will have his ultimate available, so if they can actually, pull off that all-in, they are at a combat advantage right now. Boy has 5 pots, so he's going to be chugging him down and kind of healing up.
All right, this actually gives America a chance. Azale, are you going to get a bit nervous now? Like, Canada could lose a little bit of a fight?
That's true.
Do you have an emotional investment at all? I've just decided you do.
I can't say I do. I can't say I do. Okay. The more I realize it, I'm like, my self-worth not decided by the Blitz fight.
I just wanted to check, because I was trying to push it on you. Defensive flash from Shifter after Licorice used the Hex Flash in. Didn't find his target, though.
The beauty of this, I can change my mind at any time. Maybe if you ask me right now, I'm sweating bullets.
Okay, there we go. Well, I'll check back with you after the fight. Of course, the winner, the best part of North America, goes on to face Korea in the 2v2 Pro-Am final. And for now, Licorice and Shifter, it feels like they're on the ropes. Yes, they got the kill, but they're down 20 CS. It feels like this Hex Flash is failing more than it's succeeding. Double Lift and Boy, they've got Canada right where they want him.
They do. A farm advantage, looking kind of nice, but not the most stylish way to win a mirror matchup like this.
No.
You got to go for the kills.
That was stylish. Oh. That was very stylish indeed. Double Lift showing his prowess on Blitzcrank. Flash is not available.
They're going to get the turret,
Good look for the tower. Tower's going very low. There's looking for a stun from Shifter. He's trying to clear out the wave as best he can. The tower's going to help out. Boy dashes to safety. Tower tags him, but the tower's still alive. Shifter needs to try and clear this wave out. 1 or 2 more autos. America kills Canada in the 2v2 Pro-Am.
All right, I'll give it to him. That was a nice play to get the kill, and I did not expect that to come down to a turret. They actually knocked down the turret on Shifter and Licorice, and Boy's pumped up.
Listen, Boy and Captain Jack, they've set themselves up for who has the greatest celebration dance in the final of the 2v2. That was an awesome finish, and all credit to Boy and Double Lift. They didn't crack under pressure, They pushed all the way to the tower, and they made it work.
Yeah, it was just a really nice final kill that they were able to pull off, and great as they kill the minions, so they actually knock down the minions. As soon as the minions go down, he actually ults the minions to clear that wave. Licorice was not expecting it. Hook into knock up into Pike ult, no chance for him to flash, no chance to proc Aftershock. And then they're like, wait a second, we can actually just kill the turret. So Boy drops the reset of the ultimate on the minion wave, clears it out. In they go. Last couple autos, and Shifter didn't have any damage left in the tank to actually get a kill.
Absolutely amazing. That actually turned out way cooler than I was expecting. Boy is so pumped. That was awesome.
Boy's loving it.
All right, well, listen, let's get ourselves set up for the 2v2 Pro-Am Charity Final. Captain Jack and Faker, they, of course, their charity of choice is Solidarity for the LGBT Human Rights of Korea, and they're taking on Double Boy, who are playing for M310 events. Guaranteed 25 grand if you lose this game, and if you win, it is 100 grand to that charity. Every other duo charity, $10,000. So it's just a great event, and now bragging rights, Korea versus North America.
Yep, should be a good one. I'm pretty excited to see. Faker has been a guy who, in the past, when you think about the 1v1s, has been down for the trolley 2v for the trolley mirror matches and stuff too.
Yep.
So we might be able to get another fun mirror match in the finals.
Remind me, was it Froggen double lift or Froggen Faker?
Faker did the Anivia.
That had the snowball that kept bugging out, and he died under the fountain.
Oh.
I think it was against double lift, and then they
was against double lift, yeah.
In the next round where Faker ended up winning. I think he went Warmogs or something like that, and like outsmarted him.
Well, Faker got conned, I remember one year, into the Anivia mirror match against Froggen. Froggen's like, oh, you want Anivia? He's like, okay, and then I'm pretty sure he lost.
Yep. So I mean, that's
Faker's down for it.
That's good. The thing is, Captain Jack and Faker, their duo name, they've played pretty serious. You know, their drafts. You know, we're looking at Lucian and Alistair, and then they played Varus and Zerath, and just previously it was the Urgots as well as Ezreal. So, what direction do they go now?
It's hard to know. I mean, there's not really any pattern there. They're just kind of playing different stuff and playing it pretty damn well.
Adjusting to your opponent, Zale.
Yeah.
Reading the meta that you think they're going to play.
Yeah, they're looking in, you know, they're going on OPGG. They're checking out the 2v2 ARAM matches that they've been grinding.
Well, Voyboy needed to stretch his legs, you know,
Maybe
calm
take
down.
Another selfie really quick.
After that really hype play.
The post-victory selfie.
Checking the social feeds right now, looking at the stream, see if he can gain any information on Captain Jack or Faker. All right, throw them out. Throw them out.
Are you saying he's looking up, trying to find what they're playing?
I think he's like, you know.
Voyboy is an honorable lad. He would never.
Well, let's see what he picks this time around. Double Boy, they've had fun. They're down to play some different champions. If I look through their history, Cassio Varus, and then they did Cassio Nico, and then we just saw obviously the Mirror Pike Blitz. I want to see something fun. I want to see like
Yasuo Lee Sin. That would
be awesome.
Fun.
Would it be fun low level? Yeah, it probably would, right?
Let me just dash and get in there.
Riven
could be pretty fun.
Riven would be pretty good too. Riven Darius, you know, that would be a fun combination. But this looks like
brawling champs. You want the champs to get in there.
It looks like the face of seriousness, though.
Yeah, there's no smiles. There's no smiles this time.
Also, keep in mind, not only is this for charity and for bragging rights in the 2v2, but also whoever wins gets to have the final say in who has the best celebration dance. Will it be Voyboy or Captain Jack?
True.
Like, there's so many layers to this. I need to keep adding them, Azale. It keeps me entertained.
The fans at home, though, they also get a vote.
We should actually try to get LoL Esports to vote. Like, you know,
the best celebration.
We know the guys, right? So we'll make
What's the celebration bracket? I mean, it's CIS. We got Flash in the Night. He's definitely seeded into the bracket. We got Captain Jack Dance.
Yes. Voyboy Dance has to be up there as well.
Dance is in there. And who's for the 4-man bracket? Who's the other celebration?
We'll have to crowdsource it, right? If we pick 3, we can ask fans to crowdsource the 4th one,
true.
and then we put it to a poll. Somebody ping social, get them on that. Obviously, you can see the players just getting set up. This will be the last 2v2. After this, we'll be setting ourselves up for the tandem mode. And again, I'm looking at the faces of, you know, of focus.
Ooh, there's more smiles now.
Yeah, but I mean,
ooh, could be getting a mirror match.
I hope so. I really, really hope so.
You know, that could have been like, hey, Faker, want to play Yasuo 1v1?
You could do like Teemo Darius or Teemo Riven versus Teemo Riven.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
That's true. We could.
Big smiles on Faker's face too. Oh, there's shenanigans afoot.
Shenanigans may be afoot.
Shenanigans are definitely afoot.
We could get the USA and the LCK. The bands come out. The fun picks come out.
That's the go signal that something fun is about to happen.
The troll ban is definitely the go signal. As soon as I saw Corky, I was like, okay, we're gonna get fun stuff.
There we go. You definitely saw well before I did. We're gonna bail out. Apparently, we're gonna bail out. I don't know.
Wait, what do I have to do? I'm not. This is not my fault. What are you talking about?
All right, what's happening? What's happening?
Oh, he has to go to the bathroom. Oh, no, he doesn't. He has to talk to Faker.
Oh, okay, wait.
This is
Is this
definitely
collusion? Is this collusion? I don't know if they allow
Oh, they
to.
shook on it. They're definitely doing a mirror match now.
Oh,
They
what is
gotta do a mirror
happening?
match.
What is happening?
It's match fixing.
Right, we're going to have to ask whoever's doing the interview, ladies and gentlemen, get us some clarity on what is happening in this postgame. I'm on my feet. I'm on my feet in anticipation.
I'm on my feet in solidarity.
Okay, so Nico banned, got banned. I mean, we're on track for USA here.
Yeah.
But Nico's a pretty
Nico
serious
came out
ban.
before they had the conversation, though.
Yeah.
So maybe they didn't get to actually spell their fun word.
Maybe they go NDA, non-disclosure agreement, so we're not going to talk about the conversation.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a joke for the older audience members.
They shook on it. They shook on it. All right, Corky, we're getting fun.
Okay, fun stuff it is. Now it's just a matter of seeing what that is. All right, give us some insta-lock.
I don't want the blitz pike. I think, that was okay, but it came down to a turret kill. We need something that's going to be player kills.
Look at Faker. He's
USA.
on board.
So they actually spelled the end of LCK. They got the CK.
Yes.
And remember, Nico came in before, so we're just going to pretend that that's an L champion.
I agree. I think that's fair. So LCK and USA, we are down to the final of the 2v2 Pro-Am. What will the champions be?
Oh, we could get Alistar Lucian versus Alistar Lucian.
What happens if they have agreed to a duo and one of them is a scumbag?
Ooh.
I mean, it's you're playing for bragging rights here.
That's dirty. That's like, at that point, the other duo has to come forth and shame them.
Oh, man. Okay, is this going to be a Thresh? Alistar Mirror.
Nice Alistar.
That feels like the case. Locked in on the side of double lifts. We haven't got confirmation for the rest of the field. The final in the 2v2. Bring your friends, bring your family. Captain Jack and Faker taking on Void Boy and double lift in a Thresh Alistar Mirror. So there's not a lot of damage. There's a lot of CC.
That's true.
So these fights are going to be long, Azael.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, 80 Thresh isn't that bad. You can go like Doran's Blade Thresh, start E, or 1 auto is pretty decent. So, but it's probably going to be about the CC combos. If Voidboy and Double stay on the double snowball, I think that'd be pretty hard against 4 combat summoners. I don't know if they got that
memo.
It
was a very short conversation.
It was. So maybe they didn't get that clear on exactly everything being in parity.
Oh man!
Because I feel like if you all in with 2 snowballs versus double exhaust and ignite and heal,
I really want this to happen.
You're probably screwed.
And I actually kind of want Crew to win with that and just see what the social media outcry is. Let's see once we actually get into the Rift, because Voidboy and Double Lift, they're trading discussion and strategy. This is for all the marbles, 100 grand to the winner's charity, 25 grand to the losers. The Thresh Alistar combination. Have these guys realized yet that there is not summon a spell?
A little bit sad. He might be
there's some anxiousness. I'm pretty sure that's its summoner spells. I was trying to read his lips. And there we go. Barrier heal, exhaust ignite. Flash ignite, and there's only 1 snowball. Okay, so there's a small pivot.
Yep.
This does make it a little closer.
Yeah, so the ignite being swapped, and we'll have to see. I mean, you have to use the flashes to pretty much avoid something pretty good, right? If you can flash a combo, if you can flash a hook, then maybe you can kind of even it out.
Yeah.
But if they just smack their heads against each other, Korea's gonna win.
And I'm gonna give some credit here to Double Lift. He had the 3000 IQ play with the static field discharge under the tower, clear the minions, get the rocket grab. So Double Lift is thinking outside of the box here.
That's true. But Faker, 100% win rate on Alistar.
Oh, man. Stats don't lie.
They don't lie.
Stats don't lie. And Red Team lost the game on the red, right-hand side of the bracket as well. So, all of these stats, they're going out the way. All right, Death Sentence.
I feel like you should start Flay, probably, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. Flay started. There's a little bit of a trade so far. Autos go out. It is Flay started for now. Trading back and forth, and it's the race for level 2. I think actually getting a level 2 engage could be gigantic. Like the combo of Alistar Thresh, if you get early and land a CC, that can be game-changing.
Yeah, it definitely can. The mini waves matter a lot as well, because these aren't super high damage champions. So, a couple range minions being in there, getting extra autos off, could be a pretty big deal. You can see Faker actually went double rejuve beat and 4 pots. So he is not going to get poked down.
No, definitely not. Early advantage here to Korea. For the last time in the 2v2, 100 CS, 2 kills with the tower. That is how you win This is for charity, and that's why we find ourselves in this mirror match. Captain Jack and Faker. Do you think it's fair to say that they have been more elegant in their victories? You know, a little bit more in control.
Yeah, more stylish.
A little more stylish. You know, not to say that Voidboy and Doublelift have been bad, you know, but theirs has been just a little bit.
They got the turret
bit more
kill,
rushed.
the minion wins.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. No, I agree with that. That's a fair statement, I think. But Doublelift and Voidboy, you got to give them some credit. They're the ones who prompted the crazy mirror here. You know, they agreed to the Pike Blitz mirror as well.
We have no proof to defend that claim. We saw Doublelift run over to Faker, and until we get it on the record, Azale, they may have been running to confirm. You know, may have been walking over and being like, yes, Faker, we agreed to this collusion. Faker just waiting for that pulverize, waiting for the opportunity. I mean, we do know it was them that started it, but I just want to, you know.
But what if it wasn't?
But what if it wasn't?
I'm with you.
We'll find out later. 22 CS to 16. Very difficult to CS under the tower with an Alistar and a Thresh. Not exactly your traditional. But now we've got a full assortment, non-ultimate abilities. Take the snowball, take the snowball! Doublelift did not take the snowball.
He did. I'm not even sure like how much snowball really helps you if you snowball to them, because if you snowball to him, he could just headbutt you up as well into a hook, right? So could be pretty dangerous. It's going to come down, I think, a lot to timing, and should be easier. Oh, nice.
Very nicely done. That's a little bit of a headbutt. That'll split up North America for now. The Flay goes wide. Voidboy cannot afford those mistakes if you want to take home a title.
Yeah, nice poke. Did go down on Faker, but he's got so much sustain, not even going to actually pop a potion. Double rejuve bead is going to do work here for him.
Yeah, between that and Triumphant Roar, it's not going to matter. But look at the gigantic wave. It's even CS already, and Korea have got, what, like 3 minion waves to farm?
A lot, yeah. We'll see how well they can actually pick it up, but should be pretty ahead off of these minions, you would expect, unless
I'm trying to see how many they miss, because so far none.
So far, perfect. Yeah,
this is
actually that one as well
really impressive.
Still perfect.
Oh my word. North America, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to fall pretty far behind as far as the farm does go. They still haven't missed any, I think. Maybe one range
I
on the
think
right
so
side.
too.
Oh, they missed that one.
1 or 2, right? But we'll let
that
it
was
slide.
actually really impressive.
Extremely. With that many minions and different tower shot damage, 43-31 is where we stand.
They've actually looked really in sync with the Urgot Ezreal as well. They're kind of back and forth, you know, re-engaging for the second kill. They look good.
Azale, Faker and Captain Jack, the relationship started with Alistar support, and the relationship may end with Alistar support. Because it was Lucian Alistar in game 1, now it's Thresh Alistar. Death sentence just to connect that last CS of the wave there for Voidboy. Maybe looking for a champion, didn't find it.
Yeah, I think he was hoping that the minion would die like right as he was hooking kind of thing. You know, going for the surprise factor, kind of like how Doublelift did with the Blitz ultimate.
Well, Voidboy ain't no Doublelift. We can see that. Didn't find the fish. He missed the flay too.
Ooh.
You can get all the skill shots you want
error
to make it to the final. Oh, it'll be really funny. Oh, I wanted that to chase all the way back to Captain Jack.
That was really funny because the snowball didn't stop the recall since there was a lantern shield.
Yeah.
So if the damage gets absorbed, it actually doesn't interrupt your cast there.
So very nicely done. And this just gets us set up for a potential CS victory for Korea. I get the feeling that they'll look for an all-in. I get the feeling they'll look for kill. Yeah. I don't think under a tower. I think winning at this stage is more important.
Yeah.
But let's take a look. Sustained defensive stats. Captain Jack got himself, you know, the Ruby Crystal and a longsword. A lot of damage from Voidboy. Double Dorans and longsword. Ooh, another longsword for Captain Jack. So gonna come into the damage advantage for these next fights.
Yeah, AD Thresh, and it's one of those funny things that sometimes actually using your hook can be a disadvantage if you're actually playing for like an AD Thresh style build, because you can't auto attack when you're channeling it. You can't auto attack when they are hooked, so sometimes you can actually end up getting more damage out just by sitting there and only using your play and autos.
I also just realized now we've hit level 6. Every other 2v2 is there. We talked about the power spike and how it's gonna impact the game. Now we've got a tankiness and a slow wall. Yes, there's some damage on the box, right? But is the engage very nicely set up, instantly deleted, the engage rather, by Doublelift on the pulverized minion wave sitting in front of the tower. Yes, there's a small advantage here for NA, but
nice hook.
They're playing the defensive game. The box comes down, Faker throws out the ultimate, exhaust is now traded. Faker is under a little bit of trouble. Importantly, this will close the CS. The gap that Korea had built up, had established, has been shrunk. North America are closing the gap.
Yeah, I mean, they did get his exhaust. His ultimate is down, so, you know, if you could catch Faker with another set of CCs, maybe you can actually take him down. He doesn't have flash to escape, so the exhaust and all being gone, maybe they can make something happen.
All right, Captain Jack tries to interrupt that headbutt combo with the play. Now's the engage from Faker. Defensive flash from Voyboy. The stun comes out from Double F. Voyboy's running for the light. He's got a relic.
Oh, the flay!
The summoner heal comes up. The flay buys some time. The headbutt under the tower. Now the counter.
They can get both.
In back. North America are about to do it. Captain Faker will be taken down by Double Boy if there's enough damage. Captain Jack is going to run forward. Double F does it for North America.
The pop-off there from Double Lift and Voyboy, able to get the kills in the end, and they will be your 2v2 Pro-Am Charity Champions.
Congratulations, an international title under their belt. And what a way to finish the series.
They made it work using the flash, the snowball. They were able to kind of escape a lot of the damage coming up there from Faker and Captain Jack. They get the headbutt on Faker back into the turret, and then Double flashes forward, steals the relic, and here it is one more time. Remember, Faker had no ultimate because of the initial engage, so they go in on Voyboy, but he's able to create a bit of distance here with the flash. Almost gets stopped from getting actually to that health relic, barely gets it, then the headbutt into the turret from Double Lift, CC's up Captain Jack here with the stun, they hook him back in, and Double Lift still has the flash available, and is able to flash forward and steal the second health relic, so getting both of those so critical for the NA squad.
Exceptionally well played, and you have to think that that headbutt from Faker actually pushed Voyboy closer to Captain Jack. That was a really, really exciting end to the game. And ladies and gentlemen, I think celebration victory as well as the 2v2 Pro-Am title goes to North America, Voyboy and Double Lift.
Definitely does. Really well played by them there. And now to crown our victors and the award, the charity donation, let's send it down to Dash and Shocks on the main stage.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the best duo in the world, Voyboy and Double Lift! Gentlemen, you just took down Captain Jack and Faker in the final here in spectacular fashion with the mirror matchup. Talk to me about how it feels to come away with the win, Voyboy.
It feels amazing. I mean, playing against some of the best players in the world with my boy Double Lift. We were longtime teammates on CLG back in the day, and it's good to team up again and play for a great cause. I think we raised like 100K for M3 events, which is a charity that's actually for a cause that's really near and dear to my heart, which raises awareness for mental health and helps prevent teen suicide and stuff, which is a cause that, you know, I personally done a lot of charity streams for in the past, so it's awesome to just feel like we made a really big difference and can help a lot of people out. And playing with one of my, you know, old-time friends and playing against, you know, Uzi, like Faker, like Captain Jack, like Shifter, like some of the all-time greats. It feels amazing to come out on top and, you know, just pop off, you know.
Absolutely. You guys worked hard for that money. And Double, if he raises a good point, you had a tough road having to go through Uzi early and then take down Faker, Captain Jack. Talk to me, though, about the agreement for the mirror matchup, because it seemed last minute with you darting across the stage to come up with that one.
Yeah, so they asked, whoa, I'm loud. They asked in chat if we wanted to do a Thresh Alley mirror, and then I'm just gonna say, Voyboy's too scared.
So, at the all right, I didn't want to let Double Lift down. I wasn't too confident in my Thresh, but you know, I played him a few times. I was like, all right, let's see what happens. So,
this guy, the boy wonder. I mean, I knew he had it. So then last minute, I was like, dude, come on, we can't just try hard in the finals. Like, we gotta do something fun for the fans. So I ran over and we told Faker, yeah, let's do it. And yeah, I mean, the kid wonder, he crushed it.
Yeah, you guys had multiple fun duos in terms of champion comp. So of all the matches you played, was there one in particular that you had the most fun playing mechanically?
I mean, for me personally, playing Blitzcrank, I've been playing that champion for 8 years, and even though I ran it down on First Blood, like, we had such a good play at the end of the game that we just won it.
All right, what about for you, Boy?
Wait, let me just say, this guy was like the OG best blitz in the world season 1. He's been hiding his pocket pick blitz for 7 years for this occasion.
Yeah.
he called out the ulti Q on Licorice, and we just went off that, so the pop-off.
I mean, when you're playing for 100 grand, you got to play the long con there, and Double have played it right then, I guess, pulling out the Blitzcrank. As you mentioned already, $100,000 going to M3 10th event for mental health. Shox is actually standing by to help me present that check to you, so we'll go ahead and bring her on stage. Gentlemen, here you have it. Please take a hold of your massive check. And Doublelift, I already heard from you, but Doublelift, what does it mean for you to have garnered this money for such an incredible charity?
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Voyboy did almost all of the work when it came to picking and like engaging in the charity. So I'm just really happy I got to play with him and that Voyboy was so invested and that he chose a great place for it to go. I can't wait to put this into an ATM.
Do you think it'll fit? I don't know. Voyboy, back to you. I know you talked about it at the top of the segment, but I do want to hear again, since you said it's so near dear to your heart, this cause. What does it mean for you?
I mean, I know a lot of gamers, myself personally, family, friends, mental health is something that's often overlooked and overshadowed. Sometimes people are scared of talking about how they feel or what's going through their heads, and it's okay to, be down, be going through a rough time, reach out for help, and, have people supporting you and having your back, just like Doublelift had my back in the 2v2s. Hey, so hopefully this 100K is going to go to raising a lot of awareness, mental health, resources, therapy, and just helping a lot of people out and changing some lives. So that's the goal, and I'm happy we were able to raise it for such an important cause.
Perfectly said. I love it, boys. Once again, let's hear it for your 2v2 champions!
Not going to be channeled because Alexor Kappa was stunned with a shocking orb. He goes golden, then to the hourglass, right to the arcade, comes down. Korea eliminate Europe. CS victory for North America. Seer is available for QTV, but he will not find an opportune target. Flash to Stain, the shield.
I want to try to ulti hook here, okay? Okay. Double slash is like 20 seconds, I think. Oh, he got it. Oh, I'm dead. Nice. Can we pressure turret?
One or two more autos. America kills Canada in the 2v2 Pro-Am. North America are about to do it. Captain Faker will be taken down by Double Boy if there's enough damage. Captain Jack is going to run board. Doublelift does it for North America.